Okay, my friends. Now, today we are concentrating on trigonometric equations or general equations of trigonometry. This is the one of the most important topic in JEE mathematics, and the tools in this particular chapter and the methods, steps are very useful for entire mathematics, especially for JEE mains and advanced. Now, coming to trigonometry general equations, general solutions. First of all, I would like to introduce what is a trigonometric equation and what is a solution for that trigonometric equation. These points here, step by step, one by one, we are concentrating. Now, my friends, suppose any quadratic equation is known to you, say x square minus 4x plus 3 equal to 0. This is any quadratic equation is given for you. Then this can be written as x minus 3 into x minus 1 equal to 0. So x is equal to 1 comma 3. These are the solutions of this quadratic equation. Since this is a quadratic, therefore it possesses two solutions, or they are called roots of the equation. And these kind of equations are called algebraic equations. They may be a third degree equation in x, y, or they may be third degree equation, fourth degree equation, fifth degree equation. They are called algebraic equations. Like that, if any equation which involved with trigonometric terms only, at least one trigonometric term, or one or at least one trigonometric term, that means suppose if the equation which is contains either sine, cos and tan, or only sine cos, or cot, secant, cosecant, one or at least one of these terms, then they are called trigonometric equations. And solutions which satisfies these equations are called solutions of these trigonometric equations. Before discussing the solutions of the trigonometric equations, etc., here I would like to introduce the terms and terminology which are very helpful for solving the trigonometric equations. Now, first of all, concentrate on trigonometric equation. So, as I said, equations involving one or more than one trigonometric ratios of unknown angles are called the trigonometric equations. For example, cos 2 theta plus sin theta equal to 0. Here this theta is the unknown angle, and this is called trigonometric equation. And of course, even in the second equation also, it contains two terms, sine and cos. And of course, here for what values of theta this equation satisfies, that unknown angle theta, and finding that values of theta, and that theta is called solution of this equation, and this type of equations are called trigonometric equations, and that values of theta are called solutions of the equation. Here, just like in the previous example in algebraic equation, already I told one beautiful simple quadratic equation, x square minus 3x or x square minus 4x plus 3 equal to 0, the solutions for these equations are x is equal to 1 and 3. These two are the only solutions. They are solutions because if I have substituted the values of 1 and 3 in the equation, the automatically equation satisfies. So, since it is a quadratic, it exists two solutions like that. Depends upon the nature of the equation, it may exist several types of solutions. Sometimes solution may not exist also. Before that, which kind of varieties of trigonometric equations in general exists, that we are now going to learn. So here I am introducing three types of trigonometric equations. One is one equation in one variable. Second one is two equations in one variable. Third one is two equations in two variables. Just like the previous, cos 2 theta plus sin theta equal to 0. They are what? One equation in one variable. What is that variable? That is theta. And the second category is what? Two equations in one variable. That is, suppose sin theta is equal to 1 by root 2 and tan theta is equal to 1. These are called what? Two equations with one variable. What is that variable? Theta and theta. And coming to third one, two equations in a two variable. Two equations in a two variables means suppose sin alpha is equal to 1 by root 2 is there, and cosecant beta is equal to 1 is there. Suppose here these are the two equations and two variables alpha and beta are there. This kind of equations are just three types, and several other models also be there. But at present now we are concentrating what is the solution of a trigonometric equation in one variable, how to find that solution, and if solution exists for that, how to write that solution is the important points. Step by step, after getting the knowledge on that one, second we can concentrate two equations in one variable and two equations in two variables, etc., etc. also. Before that, I would like to introduce the important definition of principal value and principal solutions of the trigonometric equation. This is the costliest term in this particular chapter, principal value and principal solution. What is principal value and principal solution of the trigonometric equation of one variable? See, my friends, suppose if I have considered a function sine which is defined from closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 to closed interval minus 1 comma 1, then if closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 and closed interval minus 1 comma 1 are my domain and codomain of this function sine, then in this particular domain and codomain, this function becomes a bijective. And the beauty of the bijective function is it is both on1 and on2. And the beauty of on2 function is whenever I have taken any value in codomain, that means suppose if k belongs to, k is any number which belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma 1, then there exists a unique alpha which belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 such that sin alpha equal to k. This is the definition of onto function, and here the unique value which exists in closed interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2, that value is called the principal value or principal solution of theta. I can write it as simply PV of theta is equal to alpha. See, that uniqueness, that means whenever I am talking about principal value, it should satisfy some conditions, and that should be the unique value. So, if my function is defined in this way, then in this particular domain, what value of theta that sin theta is equal to k, and that k belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma 1, that unique value of theta, which is nothing but alpha, is called the principal value or principal solution. See, my friends, to possesses emphasis more on what? Uniqueness. Here, to stress or emphasis more on uniqueness, here I have taken the convenient intervals to become my function as a bijective. And the most important point is sine is not only a bijective in this interval, it is also bijective in some other intervals also. But among all those, this is the convenient and most appropriate and short and useful domain and ranges. And in this particular domain and ranges, it is very, very useful for us. That is why, in general, we considered to define principal value and principal solutions of sine function, this as a definition. Similarly, for cos, tan, cosecant, secant, cot also. Just go through the definitions. Here, see, my friends, the function sine in this interval is a bijection. Then for this equation sin theta is equal to k, which value alpha? Alpha is in between, in what? In closed interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. And k is what? In closed interval minus 1 comma 1. Then this alpha is called principal value or principal solution of theta. So, my friends, here the another important point is that k belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma 1. If k doesn't belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma 1, then the equation doesn't possesses any solution. That means, suppose if I have asked what is the solution for sin theta is equal to 2, simply you can say that no solution will exist, because here k is equal to 2 and it is not belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma 1. Similarly for cos, and similarly for tan, and similarly for secant, and similarly for cosecant, and similarly for cot, all the definitions are like this only. So here, just like sine, for cos, to become cos as a bijective, this is your domain and this is your codomain or range. And for tan, this is your domain and this is your range. Similarly for secant, cot, and this is for secant and this is for cosecant. You have to practice these necessary intervals and for to become the functions bijectives, for to possesses unique value which is smallest possible value in that given domain. So, my friends, but among all, you need to practice first 3, they are sufficient, because whenever cot is given, a trigonometric equation in terms of cot is given, then better you convert cot in terms of tan and find the solutions for tan, that's sufficient. Similarly, whenever equation is in terms of secant, then convert everything in terms of cos. Similarly, cosecant is given, convert everything in terms of sine and find the solutions according to the definitions given above. But see, my friends, here you just observe cot theta is equal to k, it is equal to cot alpha, where alpha belongs to. See, here in cot and tan, here minus open interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 is here, and here minus pi by 2 comma 0 to union 0 to pi by 2 is there. The more important point is in closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, 0 is also a value, but here we are not considering 0. The reason is cot is not defined at x is equal to, at theta is equal to 0. Similarly, secant is also not defined when theta is equal to pi by 2, cosecant is also not defined when theta is equal to 0. That is why these are the things happens. If that kind of theta does not exist, automatically the corresponding value of k also, because the function is a bijective. That is the beauty. So, under these particular domains and codomains, if that smallest possible value alpha such that sin theta, some trigonometric function is equal to k, which is equal to sin, which is equal to some function of alpha, then that alpha is called principal value. Why? Why we are concentrating on principal value? Because to write the general solution of the equation is called the equation of trigonometric equation, principal values are very, very useful for us. Why only trigonometric equations possesses general? Why? What is the difference between general and a particular? Particular means they are finite. General means there exists infinitely many, not a single solution or one solution or two solutions or etc. etc. For example, if I am taking sin theta is equal to 1, solve this equation. If I have given the equation like this, then how to solve this equation? Simply, I can write this as per definition. This can be written as sin pi by 2. And here my PV of theta, is equal to pi by 2. For what values of theta, sin theta becomes 1. So theta is equal to pi by 2, it is 1. Or I can say pi by 2, or 2 pi plus pi by 2, or minus 2 pi plus pi by 2, or 4 pi plus pi by 2, or minus 4 pi plus pi by 2. See how many values you can write? Infinitely many. For all these values of theta, sin theta becomes 1. So how to write the solution? These are all are infinitely many. They are not in 100 in number or 1,000 in number. They are infinitely many. How to write that solution? That writing of all those solutions in a compact form is called the general solution. So for this, we can write the general solution of theta as n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into pi by 2. This is the general solution for sine, where n is any integer. Where n is any integer. You can take n as any integer. That means, suppose n is equal to 0. What will happen? Theta becomes what? Pi by 2. If n is equal to 1, then what is my theta? 1 minus pi by 2. Sorry, pi minus pi by 2. That is again pi by 2. If n is equal to 2, then 2 pi plus pi by 2. If n is equal to 3, that is 3 pi minus pi by 2. So how many solutions? Infinitely many. To write those infinitely many solutions in this compact form is called the general solution. So to write the general solution, here what is essential? Principal value of that trigonometric function is very, very essential. That's why we concentrated on principal value. Without knowing or without writing the principal value also, we can write the general solutions, but there the beauty of the solution lies. And in general, students are doing mistakes also. To avoid that complexity and confusion in their minds, here first, whenever a trigonometric equation of one variable is given to you, better first to find the principal solution and later only you write the general solution. Now, what is the definition for general solutions of standard trigonometric equations? Sin theta is equal to k, and cos theta is equal to k, and tan theta is equal to k. Here now I am giving. See my friends, these are the definitions. Sin theta is equal to sin alpha, and cos theta is cosecant theta is equal to cosecant alpha. For both of them, this is the general solution. Similarly, cos theta is equal to cos alpha, and secant theta is equal to secant alpha. Then for that, the general solution is this one. Tan theta is equal to tan alpha, or cot theta is equal to cot alpha. For this, the general solution is this one. These are the most important general solutions for the trigonometric equations in one variable. Say for example, just like that I told, what is cos theta is equal to 1 by root 2. What is the general solution for this equation? Then how to, that means what? First of all, find the principal value. So this can be written as cos pi by 4. This is just like what? Cos theta is equal to k is equal to cos alpha. So what is my PV of theta? Pi by 4. Why it is principal value? Because it belongs to closed interval 0 comma pi as per the definition of principal value. And here my k is 1 by root 2, which lies between closed interval -1 and 1. Therefore, what is my general solution? GS of theta, that is 2n pi plus or minus pi by 4, where n is any integer. That means what? If n is equal to 0, what will happen? Theta is equal to plus or minus pi by 4. So, for cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, cos of minus pi by 4 is also 1 by root 2. If n is equal to 1, then what will happen? 2 pi plus or minus pi by 4. That is what? 6 pi by 4, 7 pi by 4, and another one is what? 9 pi by 4. 7 pi by 4 is a solution, and 9. Like that, how many solutions will exist? If I have substituted n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, similarly -1, -2, -3, n belongs to I means what? Set of integers. I means set of integers. Infinitely many solutions you can get it. So how to write that in simple form like this only, 2n pi plus or minus alpha. So similarly, suppose secant theta is equal to root 2 is given for you, then what? Even for secant theta is equal to root 2 solution and cos theta is secant theta is equal to root 2, whereas cos theta is equal to 1 by root 2, both represents the same set of solutions. And nothing but theta is equal to 2n pi plus or minus pi by 4 only, where n belongs to capital I. So my friends, coming to the fourth point, here fourth point is another important area, because here in the fourth point, sin square theta is equal to sin square alpha is given, cos square theta is equal to cos square alpha is given, tan square theta is equal to tan square alpha. Whenever this kind of situation arises, then you can write your general solution as theta is equal to n pi plus or minus alpha. See, here I would like to explain with this a small example, and that example will give you very good clarity on this particular problem. Say, for example, suppose solve this equation, sin square theta is equal to 1 by 2. If I have given this question for you, then in general, what one can do? One can do this as they can write sin theta is equal to plus or minus 1 by root 2. So two cases will exist. One is sin theta is equal to 1 by root 2. Another one is sin theta is equal to minus 1 by root 2. So as per the definitions, this is nothing but a sin pi by 4. So my PV of theta, principal value of sin, this one is equal to pi by 4. Therefore, my GS of theta, my general solution of theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into pi by 4, where n belongs to I. And substitute n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. If I substituted 0, what is my answer? Pi by 4. If n is equal to 1, pi minus pi by 4. Pi minus pi by 4 means 3 pi by 4. And n is equal to minus 1, minus pi by 4, minus 5 pi by 4, minus 5 pi by minus 5 pi by 4. And how many solutions will exist? Infinitely many. Similarly here, this can be written as sin of minus pi by 4. Because here my k, this is 1 by minus 1 by root 2, and k belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma 1. That is very, very important. And here my PV of theta is equal to what? Minus pi by 4. So what is my GS of theta? General solution of theta, n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into minus pi by 4, where n is an integer. So this again I can write it as n pi, this plus minus 1 whole power n plus 1 pi by 4, where n is an integer. Again, if I have substituted the value for n, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, I will get another set of values for theta, infinitely values. But it becomes what? Very awkward, and it seems the problem is very lengthy. But after writing all these two sets of solutions, what could be my final answer set? That is the union of this set as first set as well as the second set. Collection of all values of theta is my final answer to that question. To write to avoid that complexity, another beautiful methodology is sin square theta is equal to 1 by 2. Can I write this as a sin square pi by 4? It is, of course, like what? This format only. So here my PV of theta is equal to pi by 4. So what is my GS of theta? That can be nothing but n pi plus or minus pi by 4, where n is an integer. So here what to do? If you substitute n as an integer, then collect all the values of theta, the same values of theta you can also get in the previous solution, previous method also. Which method becomes very simple for you? This is relatively easy. So whenever this kind of situations arises, then better you write your general solution as theta is equal to n pi plus or minus alpha. And my friend, whenever we are writing the general solution, that principal value alpha, or whatever it may be the name, the principal value of alpha or beta or whatever it may be, you should write that as, or you should take that as what? In radians. Please don't write that in terms of degrees. This is one fundamental rule for expressing the final or general solution on paper. For what? For solving any trigonometric equations. Because majority of the students are doing mistakes in this particular area. Because even solving these problems, some of the students, they're writing theta in terms of degrees only, they may lose marks. Of course, in objective examinations also, you need to read the options very carefully. Whenever in any option, in place of alpha, if degrees are mentioned, that is not at all suggestible for to give that as an option. That option is absolutely wrong. Okay. Now, coming to the particular cases in this one, and of course, this is also a trigonometric equation of one variable only, but the structure of the equation is like this, and these are the particular cases. Why particular? Because here, there in sin theta is equal to k, cos theta is equal to k, tan theta is equal to k, something k is any real number which belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma 1, or depends upon the function, it is any real number or something like that. But whereas your k is either 0 or 1 or minus 1. Whenever these particular cases are given, instead of writing that sin theta is equal to 0, which is equal to sin 0, therefore PV of theta is equal to 0, therefore you can write it general solution as theta is equal to n5. But you need to practice these values and these solutions quickly and to save the time. So suppose whenever sin theta is equal to 1 is given, what is sin theta is equal to 1? Sin theta is equal to 1, that is equal to sin pi by 2. So PV of theta is equal to pi by 2. Therefore GS of theta, what is GS of theta? N pi plus minus 1 whole power n into pi by 2. You can write it. The same thing here we mentioned. The same thing here we can mention. But here, if I have replaced n with 2n, if n is an integer, 2n is also an integer. If n is an integer, 2n is also an integer. Both equations, these two will give the same set of solutions, and which gives the general solution. But later, how to write the beautiful solution also we can practice. So these are all the particular cases. Why they are particular? Again, I am repeating, because instead of k, and k belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma 1, or k belongs to open interval minus infinity comma infinity, or k belongs to closed minus 1 comma 0 union 0 to 1. Here I am concentrating 0, 1, minus 1, 1, like that only. So these are the particular cases. Next, sixth one is a special case in trigonometric equations, and several times questions were asked in JEE mains examination, and of course in your board examination also. That is, now that equation is, if the equation of the form a cos theta plus b sin theta is equal to c. See my friends, a cos theta plus b sin theta is equal to c. If equation is in this form, what to do? It is also a single trigonometric equation with one variable. What is that variable? Theta. Here a, b, c are what? Constants. And whenever this kind of problem is given, divide both sides with root of a square plus b square. Now it becomes what? A by root of a square plus b square cos theta, b by root of a square plus b square sin theta equal to c by root of a square plus b square. If this is my cos alpha, then automatically it becomes my sin alpha. Or if it is my sin alpha, then automatically it becomes my cos alpha. And now, if it is your cos alpha, then the structure becomes cos alpha cos theta plus sin alpha sin theta equal to some, this you can call it as your k, it is equal to k. So it is what? Cos of theta minus alpha equal to k. Or you can, otherwise you can write it as what? Sin alpha cos theta plus cos alpha sin theta is equal to k. Again, this can be written as sin of theta plus alpha equal to k. So my friends, ultimately what I did, I have converted the entire equation in terms of a single trigonometric function which is either in cos or sin. And since it is sin or cos function, and moreover, on RHS side, the constant value is always lie between closed interval minus 1 comma 1. That means k lies between in closed interval minus 1 comma 1 is possible only when c value, modulus of c value is always less than or equal to root of a square plus b square. This is important. So, not every equation, every trigonometric equation of this model possesses a solution. Based on this, problems were repeated, even in our public examination also. The trigonometric equation of this form a cos theta plus b sin theta is equal to c, where mod c less than or equal to root of a square plus b square, for those equations only possesses trigonometric solutions. Then what to do? Now it is what? Just like sin theta is equal to k model. Just like sin theta is equal to k model. Now how to write principal value for this one and how to write a general solution, that everything is very well familiar for you and you can write the solution. But my friends, my good suggestion is, whenever this kind of equations under given terms and conditions holds good are given for you, then my suggestion is, better always try to reduce the given this standard format either in the form of cos theta minus alpha or cos theta plus alpha, not in sin. Better. The reason is very simple. First, let me explain with a simple problem. Suppose this is the problem given for you. Root 3 cos theta plus 2 sin theta equal to 2. Suppose this is the question given for you. Then how to solve this problem? This is what it's look like the above structure only, or is equal to 1, I can say. I take this as 1 only. So as per the steps, what I am doing, don't divide both the sides with root of a square plus b square. This I am taking not this also, I am taking 1 only. So 3 plus 1 plus 1 by root of 3 plus 1 sin theta is equal to 1 by root 3 plus 1. Suppose this is the equation given for you. Now it is what? Root 3 by 2 cos theta plus 1 by 2 sin theta equal to 1 by 2. So if it is my cos, root 3 by 2 is my cos, what angle? Pi by cos 60 degrees, pi by 3. Then automatically this becomes sin 30 degrees, sin pi by 3. So this can be written as cos theta cos pi by 3 plus sin theta sin pi by 3 equal to 1 by 2. So here my mod c is less than root of a square plus b square. So no problem. So finally this can be written as cos of theta minus pi by 3 is equal to 1 by 2. Now it is just like what? Cos theta is equal to k mod of. So this can be written as what? Cos pi by 3 only. Cos pi by 3. So my PV of theta, not theta. Here theta is what? Pi minus theta minus pi by 3 is equal to what? This is pi by 6. So my GS of theta minus pi by 3. What is my GS of theta minus pi by 3? Since this is the cos, so answer is 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Alpha is what? Pi by 6. But I want GS of theta. What is my GS of theta? Now this can be written as 2n pi plus or minus pi by 6, and you send that pi by 3 that side. Answer becomes this one, where n is an integer. So it becomes very easy. If you have converted this, the same thing in terms of sign, what would happen? What will happen? It becomes minus 1 whole power n, something like that. So it looks something odd. That solution is also correct. There is no problem at all. But this is preferable solution. But anyhow, depends upon the options you have to select. Suppose if it is a multiple choice question is given for you. But whereas in a theoretical question, on paper, if you have to solve, then my recommendation is you should convert the entire thing either in the form of cos theta plus alpha or cos theta minus alpha equal to some constant model. The same solutions here I mentioned in terms of note also. So my friends, see if A is equal to R sin alpha and B equal to R cos alpha is substituted in the given equation, then it can be reduced to sin theta plus alpha equal to C by R, which can be also solved for theta, already suggested. But my suggestion is what? Students are advised to solve the equation of the above form by transforming it into cos theta plus alpha or cos theta minus alpha equal to some constant. That constant always lie between closed interval minus 1 comma 1. Please don't forget that important issue. So in this first stage of trigonometric equations or general equations, I have concentrated on the first 6 types of trigonometric equations with one variable. In the later next stages, stage number 2 and stage number 3, I will concentrate some advanced techniques and models of trigonometric equations of 2 equations with one variable and 2 equations with the 2 variables and several other models also. So my friends, like this you can also get several information not only in mathematics, in physics also from Sri Chaitanya online classes. Only thing is you just log in ePregna, you will get more information, or better suggestion is you just contact your nearest Sri Chaitanya office. They will educate you which program is best for your knowledge and for to reach your goal, which program suits for you. Recently we have started one new batch also. For details, my recommendation, you just go and contact the corresponding administrators. If you like this, please share and subscribe. And in next, I will send some of the important papers and some teaching lessons, and moreover some difficult and typical questions how easily we can solve in competitive examinations. So my friends, thank you. If you like this video, share once again this video, and thank you to all.